starting?
Yes, I'm sitting down.
Thank you. I did my bit this morning, as you know, but I would just like to say thank you all very much for coming. I know it's been a journey for most of you, so I appreciate the effort, and I hope you've had a nice day. There's more to come. And there's... Oh, no, I don't need that. So I think we're starting off with my mum, aren't we?
Yes, we are, yes. Best man woman, where's my speech?
Would you like the microphone?
Best
No,
thank you.
Best man woman, where's my speech?
rendition of my way.
Sorry, I'm having to read it because I don't remember things.
I actually have it.
Hello and welcome. I think Catherine's already done that. In case you don't know, my name is Daphne and I'm the mother of our beautiful bride, Catherine. To begin with, I'd like to welcome everybody here today. It's a wonderful tribute that you're all able to be here to celebrate this special occasion with Catherine and Simon. I was very honoured to be asked to speak. I'm standing in for Catherine's dad, Malcolm, who could not make it today. In particular, I'd like to welcome Kathy, Simon's mother, and Emma, Simon's sister, and the other members of Simon's family and Simon's friends who are here today. I would also like to welcome the members of my family and Catherine's friends, as well as Josephine and her friends who are here today to celebrate the marriage of Catherine and Simon. You all demonstrate the love and affection that you have for both Catherine and Simon, and I know that Catherine and Simon appreciate your presence here today. I've been thinking of what I can say about Catherine in just a short speech. Catherine has so many good qualities. Catherine has always been very level-headed, conscientious, determined and ambitious. In particular, Catherine demonstrated her organisational skills from a very young age. Having two younger, rather boisterous brothers, and despite the fact that the boys were much bigger and taller than she was, Catherine left them in no doubt about who was boss. So watch out, Simon. Catherine is a wonderful mother to Josephine. Despite a lot of changes in their lives, sometimes in very difficult and tragic circumstances, Catherine has always managed to create a loving and supportive environment for Josephine. We're all very proud of the young lady that Josephine has become. Catherine, I'm really very proud of you too. I'm so pleased that you found someone who makes you happy. You deserve the very best that life can offer. You're an amazing person, and Simon is very lucky to be marrying you.
Yeah.
Simon, I want to welcome you to our family. I know that you will cherish and care for Catherine. You've already demonstrated your kindness and consideration for not only Catherine, but also for other members of the family. I feel confident that you'll...
Sorry. I'm just giving a bit of really dodgy snot rack.
I feel confident that you'll always take care of Catherine and that you and Catherine will make a great team. You may have experienced in the past that it's not easy to fit into a ready-made family. When you're marrying Catherine, you're also having to take into account Catherine's family, in particular Josephine, Catherine's daughter, because of the special bond that Catherine and Josephine have, and not to mention your new mother-in-law. But I feel sure that the love and trust that you and Catherine have for each other will be the basis of a long and happy marriage. I would like to raise a toast to you both. It's worth bearing in mind that neither of you will ever be perfect, but that you can be perfect together. But whatever happens and wherever you go, I know that you'll always have each other's love, and you'll always have mine. So let's raise our glasses to Catherine and Simon.
Thank you.
Catherine and Simon.
Cheers.
Catherine and Simon.
Daphne, that's an amazing speech. Thank you very much.
That was lovely, Daphne.
Definitely rocking the boat over here.
So, in the honour of speeches, there's another speech. This time it's you, Catherine, I think. Are you
No,
ready?
I've done mine.
No,
Thank you.
done.
Have you done yours?
Yeah, she did it earlier.
So who's next?
Do you
Oh,
remember
right.
that lovely speech?
So, on that basis, I think it's my mum and Emma, I don't know what order you want
I'll
to
go first. No, I'll go first.
You go first.
Well, I've not got much to say.
It's not a competition.
No. Because thank you, Daphne. You said things that I would have said, and it's been lovely. And there's sentiments to everybody here as well. A lot of people I don't know. A lot of people, some people I do know, but a lot of people I don't know. And it's lovely to meet everybody. It's lovely to meet Catherine's friends, Malcolm, her family and friends, and Fabian, getting in touch with Fabian and his wife again from a long time. Not many people know Simon right from when he was younger. Simon was a premature baby. He weighed just over 3.5 pounds. It was
You were
so to look at him now. I was a young mum, and to look after a tiny baby like that was a bit difficult. But I had good parents, and I had good parents-in-law as well, which we all miss, because they'd have loved it to be here today. Both sets of grandparents would have loved to be here today. My mum and dad.
She would have said something, wouldn't she?
My mum would have really. She would have known my mum was here. Yeah, she was deaf, but she made her presence known. And my mother-in-law was the same. She was not an outspoken woman, but you felt her presence. You know, she was a school teacher, and she liked what she did. Well, Simon, he grew up. He was a baby by himself, and then Emma came along 6 years later. So between, you know, that difference, he was sport rotten by both grandparents, because he was the first grandchild on both sides. So he was sport rotten by both sets of parents, and it showed a little bit really, because he was a little bit of a baby. And then Emma came along and it grounded him a bit. So, but he still got away with murder with his grandparents anyway, because being a young mum, I worked and they looked after him. And then, going from that, we decided to move to France, where he met Fabian. We moved to France, and he was 11 when we moved to France. He would have been going to secondary school, and it was a big upheaval for him really, going to France at that age, because he didn't speak the language. He was a bit out of his depth. But after 6 months, he sat at the back of the class and just watched everything going on. That's what the teacher said to do. And after 6 months, he was out there playing with all the other kids, and he was getting on, and he was really doing well. Same with Emma. She was 4.5 when we went. So, you know, they just picked it up together. And Simon consequently stayed out there after we came back for a couple of years. And he went to college and did different things from that. But it's been grounding for both of them. It's been a grounding to go to France and to get the confidence to do things that he's doing now. And I think it's given both my children the confidence to go and do what they want. And I'm really proud of both of them. And I know he's found his soulmate in Catherine. And I just hope, you know, they have a lovely life after this. And I love Catherine to bits, I really do. She could be like a daughter to me, so yeah. But I won't take away from you, Daphne.
You got competition.
So that's just a little bit of what Simon is like from, you know, birth to 16 type of thing. So, and people know what it was like from then on, so.
That was an amazing speech.
No.
I wasn't expecting that, and that is really from the heart. So
Well,
thank
it's
you.
ad lib. So.
No, thank you very much. Emma?
Emma, yes. Okay.
Okay.
So hi.
This is my
hi,
sister.
everyone. Yeah. So I'm Simon's much younger sister. So I'm going to keep it relatively short and sweet. So as everybody who knows Simon will know, this is not his first rodeo at this sort of thing. But I will say, I find myself, so last Friday was the hen do, and I found myself using a word that I had never used before in my life, which was the word sister-in-law. All of Simon's previous relationships had always been described as Simon's wife.
Yeah, it's true.
With Catherine, it is the very first time that I ever described anybody as my sister-in-law, or I'm going to be her sister-in-law. So,
Sorry,
Cheers.
Catherine wants a drink. we're drinking to that apparently.
well, this is the
To
very
sister-in-laws.
first time.
Sorry to interrupt your speech. That's amazing.
Yeah, that I have
lovely.
felt a very personal connection to Simon's other half. So, very welcome to our family. I appreciate it. And just to relieve you a little bit, I now know how to make wedding cake, which I know is Simon's favourite cake. So he can have it whenever he wants.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to do this again. So cheers. Cheers, Sam and Catherine. Very happy to have you together.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's your turn now.
Over to you, Simon.
It's a difficult time for me because it kind of like, when you look at speeches, everybody goes to you and they go, who does what? Who says what? What should you say? Who should you thank? And what should you do? You know? And then it's like there's like 3 people today who've said speeches that I didn't think were going to make speeches. So Daphne and Catherine were saying to me, my mum wouldn't want to make a speech. And then she said to me, Daphne's making a speech. I'm like, I'm amazed. Not because of who you are, but what you said was so touching. And the fact that people don't look at a book and they don't go, what should I say? Who should I thank? What should I do? It's more sincere. It means so much more. For what you said was, I can't answer that. You've welcomed me into your life. We've had our challenges. We've worked it through. I think it's amazing. Yeah. So thank you very much. My mum, we've had a hard life, Mum. Yeah.
It's not been easy.
It's
We
not
had
been
passed
easy.
away, it was
There's been
difficult.
times when we've been like, what we're going to eat tonight, and we've worked it through, but it's been a frigging adventure.
Of course it has.
You know, it's been fun, yeah? And this adventure that we've got now is, I can see this in Catherine. And this is what, you know, when people look at us, they go, you two are so different. But this adventure, Catherine, you've got a taste for that. And you have. And Josephine has as well, because I can see that in her, in how you are as a person, yeah? This is the old, this is a drink and drink.
What's he going to say now?
This whole adventure. And you and I mean, Mum said to me tonight, she said something to me today, she said, you and Em have not always got on. And I don't think it's not that we didn't get on, but there was a big age difference between us. And you started your life in America, and you went off on a different journey, and we weren't in contact. So, and when you came back to the UK, that's kind of when we had to re-find ourselves on what we had before, you know. And it goes to show this is what happens. So I'm going off piste here now. So I'm going to go back to my speech. So.
Your wife.
We've been here before, yeah. I look around the table. There's people that have been at my previous weddings, and like they go, "Oh my God, this is like what, 4th time for you, 5th time? How many times is it?"
Is that the same speech?
Well, there are similarities. This is what I've tried to avoid. So this is definitely the last time, because I have found my match in Catherine. And when Catherine and I decided to get married, it wasn't on the spur of the moment, it was really thought through. And we wanted to make sure that what we were doing was right for each other, and we did talk about it a lot. And we've had our ups and downs, believe me, yeah? And all of you around this table, you know, you look at a relationship, people look at us on Facebook and go, "Oh my God, guys, you're so loved up, it's so amazing, you're so made for each other." We have our ups and downs. We've had our challenges, as all of you have had your challenges in your relationship and in your lives, because this is who we are as people, you know? It's a journey, but it's what important is how you work things through and how you decide what you want and what it comes to. And this is what's important. And I think with Catherine and I, we've found how far we can push each other. We found out how much where our buttons are. We've kind of worked through.
Off piece again.
She calls me a cock, and I'm like, okay, right. When I'm a cock, I need to stop doing what I'm doing, yeah. And we can work it through, and it's working out. She's your equal, and this is what you want. So, just want to say thank you all for coming. Goes without saying, it was a tricky one. I think there's a lot going on at the moment. We've had a couple of people cancelled for tonight, but seeing you guys here today, and I know you've all come from different places. there's a lot of shit going on. There's petrol shortages, there's COVID that's going on. Sorry, I didn't say the S word. I'm sorry. But the fact that you've made it, despite all these challenges that are facing us today, I think is good. Olivia and Fabian, you know, you've kind of working out your childcare issues and sort of worked that out. But the fact that you've made it is freaking amazing. So thank you for that. And I mean, yeah, I'm glad. And I'm glad you could make it. So thank you for coming. So I want to just thank my mum. My mum's not a public speaker. Yeah? She's very quite unassuming. She's one of these people that just does stuff in the background and just gets shit done. And she's very unassuming. The fact that you stood up and said something today, Mum, and you've never said that at any of my 4 weddings, 3 weddings, is actually said a lot to me, yeah? So, Catherine, you've got an ally there, yeah? Just bear that in mind. Mikey and Emma. Mikey, mate, you're an amazing guy, yeah? You're friggin', I see you as you're Emma's backbone. You freaking stand up for her and you do so much stuff for her. But I never see you. You're like, Emma's like out there doing her shit, and you're there, and like you two work so well. The relationship you two have got is like you should write a book. Say this is what works for us. Just get on with it, yeah. So, and it's amazing, yeah.
I just know who the boss is.
So does Emma. The waistcoats. So Emma, you guys don't know this yet. This waistcoat, this fabric, we bought this from Wembley. I paid about 180 quid for it. I was like bitching as hell, saying, "Oh my god, how much is this fabric?" Emma's like, "Okay, I need to make care of this." Emma made me 2 waistcoats before this one to make sure she had the right size and it looked good. It was okay. I'm wearing one of the other waistcoats tonight. This is how dedicated she is to this. This is not her day job. Her day job is freaking looking after flowers and flower food. So this is her sideline. The fact that she can change her careers and do something absolutely amazing and enjoy it and be on TV and do all this shit that you do, as well as doing your day job. I'm like, you know, Emma.
And everybody knows the pattern matching beaches.
Just
Down the middle.
Yeah, twice.
So, Daphne, yeah?
That's a good deal.
I'll make a note of you charging later.
I think we should charge them.
Be careful, Simon.
So don't break that up.
Your priority at most has been making sure that Josephine is okay, making sure that Catherine's okay, yeah? And you've done an amazing job of that, yeah? And I mean, Josephine, we've had our challenges. You've been looking after your mum. It's been hard for all of us. We're working it through, and I think we're doing a good job. And I think Daphne, you might be my second mum, yeah? I can't call you my first mum because but you're like, I love coming to see you. I love coming to hang out with you. And with Malcolm there, Malcolm just like you, the way that you reacted to your daughter who had a puncture, and how you just got stuff done with her. You're an amazing guy. You really are, yeah. And the fact that you're just there, just getting stuff done, it's like you're the kind of. I haven't got a father now, but you're the kind of person I would say, you know, a father figure to me. And I can just talk to you. You gave me some really good advice about work when I saw you, and you talked to me. So Malcolm said to me, Simon, have a purpose. You go to your job. You don't enjoy what you're doing, do it to your best ability. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Get your purpose in what you're doing and make it work for you. And I'm taking that now when I talk to people saying you need to find a purpose in what you do. And I'm taking that on board. So, you know what? You can always learn something, and I'm really glad you taught me that. So thank you for that. Charlie, Giles, Sophia, Isaac. It's been hard, yeah? We've been trying to meet up so many times. You're trying to get your glamping business sorted out. With what you guys are doing, you've had challenges. We've been trying to work stuff out. COVID's been awful. It has. But you've got 2 amazing children.
Have them.
We've got these 2. It's so great. It really is so great to have you here. Yeah? I mean, it's like we've been talking about this, and it's like, you that you're here, and I'm sorry about this.
We've all got our crosses today.
It's me.
Sarah, yeah, you have had some really rough times in the last couple of years. No, you really have, yeah. I mean, you've been through, your whole world has been completely turned upside down. You've been on an adventure to see if this adventure is going to work for you, and you've worked out it hasn't. But you've had the mindset to go, I know what I need to do, and you're doing what you need to do now, and you're working it through. And it's not easy, yeah. But you talk to everybody in this room, they've been through a similar journey to you, and you're going to get there. The fact that you're here today as our friend, and you're here with people you don't know, is amazing. And the cake is by the by, but I'm really pleased.
No, I'm looking
know-
forward to the cake.
So Fabian, a lot of you don't know Fabian, but Fabian and I have known each other since we were like 15. He always got me into trouble, and Mum always told me keep away from him because he's bad trouble for you. Yeah?
I didn't really.
Obviously, I didn't listen to her advice. But Fabian and Olivia, they've been together for how many years now? 2 amazing boys. I had the pleasure of being at their wedding in St Francis, which is just outside of Port Elizabeth, South Africa. Amazing place. I was very fortunate. They've had their ups and downs, and they're still going through stuff as well that you're working through. We all do, yeah. But the fact that you're here today is like you have taught me so much about life, and about how to just get on with stuff. It's like his thing was embrace the tree. I'm like, what do you mean? Hug a tree. I'm like, what do you mean, Fabian? Just go and hug a tree. I'm like, why would I want to hug a tree? No, just hug a tree. And I hugged a tree, and I'm like, I feel better. I hug a tree. True or not? Yeah, true. So you don't know any of this, do you? No. It's just what it is.
Simon, it's just only weird when you stop on the highway, jump across the road, go hug a tree, and the policeman stop and say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I hug a tree. That's weird.
So just say thank you, yeah? I know it's life. Jane and Malcolm. Now, Jane and I once dated, believe it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
And it was like, we're dating wasn't up there. But we became the best mates. And she's my best man woman. I'm like, who do I invite to be my best man woman? Best man. And it's like, I couldn't want anybody other than Jane. You have been, your energy, your inspiration is amazing. The journeys you've taken me on and what the stuff we've done has been far out, yeah? And I've been with you on your quest to find the guy who's right for you. Right, Jane's criteria. Does he go skiing, yes or no? If he doesn't go, if he's not a skier, he's not right for me. And why does she choose a skier? Because if he goes skiing, he's got money, he's adventurous.
No.
And Jane introduced me to the 3 strikes. So the 3 strikes is, you know, things that.
Through them in the first week.
So she told me about this guy Malcolm at work, and she said there's this guy Malcolm at work who I kind of like, and he keeps inviting me out for lunch, but he's seeing somebody else, and I don't know how it's going to go. And there's a bit hit and miss. Every time I caught up with her, I'm like, how's it going? What's going on? And there's always these guys that she was seeing, and then she was telling me about this guy Malcolm in the background. You know, when you kind of talk to somebody, they tell you loads of stuff, and then they say, as an afterthought, oh, this is quite Malcolm invited me out for lunch again. You know, they all kind of like happen like that. And you kind of think there's more about this Malcolm than you actually realise. And when she said to me that this guy Malcolm was who she started seeing, you kind of know. You just know, don't you? You know, and it's like you meet people and they're great and they've got money and they've got great personalities and they're good looking or whatever. But what they don't have is that spark. And this is what I think Catherine and I have got. Amongst everything else, is this. She said to you, we became friends to start off with, And it's this friendship that we've got that we've realised how much we've got in common, yeah? There's so much stuff that you and I kind of go, that's right, that's wrong, you know, we kind of work out, you know, values of life. And we have a spark together, no matter what it is. And it's not just about physical attraction, it's not just about how we are, it's about looks, it's deeper than that. And this is what Malcolm and Jane have got. When Jane said to me, I'm going out with Malcolm is, you know, he tried very hard at this, and you know you did, Malcolm, yeah? And now you two are together. I think from what I know of Jane's past relationship, the fact that you're in her life now, Malcolm.
Dying.
You've only got 5% left, so you know.
Catherine's dad, Malcolm, another Malcolm, he couldn't be with us today. We tried working it out. We went to see him in September, and he was concerned. The concerns he had were around COVID and coming back to the UK, and it was really concerning for him. And you could see when we were talking to him, Daphne, he was like, "I'm really concerned about COVID." So I said, "Well, why don't you write a speech for us instead? Why don't you just say something? You know, we can read out on the day." So he sent me a really nice poem that he wanted me to read out to his daughter, and I'm going to read that out now. So. This is from Malcolm. I spent the day thinking, wondering if it was the drink. Now this is my only way to show you really what I think. Your commitments make me marvel, walking again life's tightrope. If there is such a place called heaven, you were sent to spread its hope. You'll feel true love this hour with friends around full square. Magical moment recreated for us to savour and to share. Now the future is made for making memories, times and places that we spend together. The one thing you'll always know is they will always last forever. Fortress yourselves with arcades of good fortune, Catherine. This is my foremost care. Now take each other in each other's arms and dance with unrestraint and fanfare. I wish you both long life and happiness.
Yeah.
So, just back to my speech. Amazing words from Malcolm. It's a shame he can't be here today. We've got some presents we want to give out to you. So,
Love the time for thanks.
you've already earmarked that, have you, Giles?
I think it's a bit small.
It's not about the size. Okay, maybe it is about the size. Presents.
Moving on.
Are you doing presents? Should we do presents?
Yeah, let's do presents.
Okay, so I think first of all, present is the mums. So we've got Daphne. Amazing, thank you for being here.
It's
We've
lovely
got
to be here.
a present for you.
Time run.
Just take off a check. And there's some flowers as well for you, but this is for you. And Mum, Kathy, can I call you Kathy?
This is yours.
Mum. Right.
Good evening.
Wow, very nice, thank you.
So, Emma,
How lovely.
what you've done for my waistcoat and that is amazing, yeah. And you've been absolute rock. And you've just been like,
Thank you.
you've just been there. You haven't seen what it is yet.
Oh, thank you so much.
Young lady, we've had our differences, yeah? And we're working them through. We are, you know. You've got stuff going on, we've got stuff going on. So Josephine, I think, oh God, don't look at the size. It's not about the size.
Mine's smaller than everyone else's.
Josephine, I chose you
Good
something
things
that
come
you
in small
like.
packages, eh?
Yes.
Small like me.
So, Isaac, you're an important guy in all this, yeah? And you know you are, and I'm glad you do, yeah? So, Isaac.
We didn't want to put you to fill this out because you've got an important role to play.
So, he's like, I don't want that, I'll take it away. Sophia,
Thank you for being Flower Girl.
no, it's not just Flower Girl, is it? You've just been you've helped us all sorts
Chicken
of stuff out,
nugget
yeah?
competition. Chicken sandwich competition.
You don't go anywhere for that.
All on the boat.
Thank
you, that's thoughtful.
We haven't got a gift for everybody. I think but the last one we've got, is that right? Is Sarah. So Sarah, you weren't expecting that, were you?
No.
So
Thank you for making cake.
and thank you for being here as well. Yeah?
Thank you.
So Catherine,
I've got to go. I'm really sorry, but I've got to finish the
Catherine, very quickly. Okay, Catherine.
Are you?
Yeah,
I've just got to go finish the
Catherine, thank you for accepting to see my wife. Are you off now? Okay. Thank you for upstaging my speech, Olivia.
No, she's not. What's your
Okay, I'm going to say goodbye to Olivia. Come here.
Fantastic music. Absolutely.
Sorry, I'm shaking.
Staying, and you staying?
You've got a passion for life and a tolerance that is amazing, and you share that with everybody around you. And you've always preached to me love and kindness, and I take that on board from what you say. And we have our differences, but
always one.
is it your husband? Yeah. Is that what you're saying over there? You know, I'm just distancing myself.
Distancing yourself.
It's Kaylee, yeah.
She's lost.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, she'll know how to get from here to Marlow. So we've had our ups and downs, yeah, and it has been a tricky journey sometimes, and it's not always been easy, but we've worked it through. There are various challenges, but we've always come through the other side, yeah. Else we wouldn't be here now.
I think she's on the close street, she says.
I'm looking forward to many, many years with you and this journey that we're on now, Catherine. And it can take us anywhere, yeah. And we've talked about this, and I'm looking forward to that. So I just want you all to join me. I think we should toast the mothers.
Okay.
Yay!
The mothers.
Yes, this mother. This other mother.
Okay, I think we should toast the bridesmaids. And the bridesmaids as Flower Girls as well. We should toast our friends, present and absent as well.
Chin chin.
And then our family, absent friends and family as well.
Cheers.
So I've gone on a bit, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to pass you over to Jane, my best man woman, who has some words to say.
Of course.
Thank you very much. Best man woman.
So well. Simon.
Heaven let it be said you don't know the times. Not only did you invite me to your stag weekend, but you've invited me here today to have the honour of being your best woman. Not man woman, but best woman.
He calls you your man woman.
I know. It does make me immensely proud and excited. Simon.
Pay attention.
It makes me immensely proud and excited to break the best man curse.
Yay!
You did have your best man curse. And I hope it gives you the good fortune and hopefully the good organisation today for your wedding. And I'd like to say how wonderful everyone looks. And it's great that everyone came. I think everyone looks stunning.
Yeah.
And it's great that
Look at this, though. Thank you. I'll just take it, shall I?
yeah, just take it. Just take it.
Why not?
They broke the mould, didn't they?
Well, and I think in particular, the bridesmaid and flower girl, you look really, really great. And obviously the bride, you just look simply stunning. So, you know, fantastic.
With a lot of help.
Just enjoy it. I think some of you now know actually that I met Simon on a dating website.
Not everyone knows that, but
Unfortunately, he left because I think obviously the same situation. But basically, I like my food, and Simon was not shy in advertising his chefing skills. So I definitely registered my interest. In fact, that year, I believe I was one of many lucky ladies to meet Simon. But none were as special as Catherine. So how could they be?
Yeah, indeed. We met organically, yes.
Yes. So, and I think from the day he met you, Catherine, he was kind of besotted. And I got a number of WhatsApp messages saying about how excited he was, how fun you were, he was falling in love, and lots of mention of Catherine, and just a really good, hopeful feeling for the lady he had met. So lovely. And while Simon and I may not have had a romantic spark, so I was out of the running to be Mrs. Bradford the Fourth. we became fun friends. One of my most memorable moments leading up to this event.
Just tell me what that was first.
Has to be leaving the campsite. When we stayed there a little while ago. Unfortunately, you couldn't join us, Emma. And I was watching Simon's attempts getting his leg over his fully laden bike.
I have witnessed that.
And then having to assist him to get on board. It was definitely a sight to behold and a memory I will cherish.
Let go of your bike.
Yeah. First out the back, yeah.
Some of you may not see Simon as an athletic type, but he did meet Catherine at the gym.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And during his time with Catherine, he has become the king of spin. So, judging by his dating profile, perhaps you already were. Oh, sure. But joking aside.
Malcolm, have you got any say in that?
I think Simon is a genuinely jolly, happy-go-lucky guy who wears his heart on his sleeve. And I'm really happy to have met him and to be here today to share this special moment with you all. Likewise, I've met Catherine on a number of occasions, and I can see how they have a very special spark and relationship. And it's great to see your dynamics together and how you bring joy to each other. And I think, Catherine, you showed this so clearly with your speech earlier today. I thought that was so special and lovely. I wish you both a long and happy life together. And it fills me with warmth that someone has truly found a special lady. So I ask you to raise a glass and celebrate this moment to Simon and Catherine, the bride and groom.
Lovely speech, thank you.
Anybody else got anything you want to say?
I will say a few words. Well, I'm out of, gonna get out of the flowers.
You stand up.
Do you want the microphone?
I'm so good at that. No, I'm okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, this isn't the first wedding I've been to of yours, Mum.
Just a brokering, Catherine.
It is really lovely to see you so happy, and to be a part of a special day for you means a lot, and I'm happy to be here celebrating. Thank you. So, to a long marriage. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Lovely, thank you.
speech.
Oh, beautiful speech here.
Thank you very much.
Charlie, anything you say?
Go on.
Where's the tissue?
No, I often have much to say, but I'll hold my tongue this time.
Oh.
Just congratulations, and so happy for you both. So happy that Kathy's found someone who tolerates her princess.
She is such a lucky woman.
She's such a princess.
She only had one side of the engagement story. We did do a little bit of an infill today.
Oh yes, we had the info.
What was the engagement story?
Where you had to do it twice.
What the engagement?
Excuse me? The presentation of the rings was a double event.
Oh, wow. I wonder what you meant then. I wanted to know what you hit me.
Don't worry.
Oh, right, sorry. You didn't talk about that then.